Hi, welcome to Sit Stay Pray 1414. Today we're going to be talking about bragging rights. Now, you may have heard the phrase being vain as a peacock, and it appears that a peacock struts around because of its gorgeous feathers. But did you know that a peacock's feathers are actually brown? They are. However, those feathers are made up of keratin, which is what makes up our hair and our nails. Now, that keratin is grooved just right that as it catches the light, it makes them appear to be those gorgeous colors of blues and greens and golds. It's kind of like if you have a driveway and you have an oil spill, that oil slick, if you look at it just right, it's just this ugly black. But if you move just right and the sun hits it just right, it has all those pretty colors, the browns and the golds and the blues and the greens. That kind of means it's not everything's what it seems to be. So, doesn't it kind of drive you crazy when people go brag? They're bragging because they got the newest and best thing, and they constantly do that. They get the new phone, they get the new car, they get the just fill in the blank, you know. And it kind of gets to you because maybe you're just kind of muddling along. There's nothing wrong with you just muddling along. But most of the time, those people that are bragging, it's because they're insecure about themselves. They need to be seen. They feel that they need to be showing what they've accomplished or what they're doing to be noticed. You don't always have to do that. God sees you, God knows what you've done. He doesn't need you to go out and brag, you know. We're told that, even if you're praying or you do something for someone else, you're supposed to do it quietly. You're supposed to be humble about it. Because those are some of your best accomplishments. Because you're doing what God has asked you to do. 1 Corinthians 4:7 says, "What gives you the right to make such a judgment? What do you have that God hasn't given you? And if everything you have is from God, why boast as though it weren't a gift?" Something to kind of think about. Doesn't mean you can't be proud of your accomplishments, but you don't need to go bragging about it. You know, if you go out and feed the homeless, you don't need to go bragging about it. Just know it's between you and God. So today, thank God for everything that you do have. Think about what you are proud about. And remember that everything that you've accomplished, that's a gift from God. And that's the most important.